is about immunizations. And I am going to try to persuade you all on why immunizations are important. In the last century, immunizations have saved millions of lives and prevented illnesses and lifelong disabilities all over the world. Before immunizations, children were hospitalized with debilitating illnesses which caused them lifelong suffrage, and some were even given premature death sentences. Without immunizations, the reoccurrence of serious diseases are going to be viewed as serious outbreaks and devastating throughout worldwide. As a parent, you want to give your child the best life possible, and certainly a healthy one at best. Getting your child vaccinated is one of the major parental decisions that you will make. After all, your child has no say-so in the matter and is certainly depending on you as a parent to make smart choices for them. Getting your child immunized is the single most important way parents can protect their children from serious diseases. Making the decision to immunize your child is imperative since there are no effective alternatives. I am here today to convince you as an audience that the only way to protect your children from potentially deadly diseases is to immunize your children. The CDC, also known as the Center for Disease Control, the AAP, which is also known as the American Academy of Pediatrics, for Haemophilus influenza type B virus. All of these vaccines given before the first year of a child's life are crucial in preventing devastating illness and even death among millions of innocent children. For instance, your child can get the HIV disease just by coming in contact with other children or adults who may have the bacteria and not know it. The germs are spread from person to person. If the germs stay in the child's nose and throat, the child will probably not get sick. But sometimes the germs decide to spread to the lungs and into that child's bloodstream, which then causes serious problems. Before the invention of the HIV vaccine, HIV disease was the leading cause of bacterial meningitis among children under the age of 5. Meningitis can lead to brain damage and deafness or even death. Before the HIV vaccine, about 20,000 children in the United States alone contracted the HIV virus. And all of that 20,000, about 3 to 6% of the children died. Since the usage of the HIV vaccine, the number of cases have been reduced by more than 99%. The plain facts are that many more children would get the HIV disease and all the other diseases if we stop vaccinating our children. Let's face it, the bottom line is vaccinate your child. Studies have shown that the vaccines themselves far outweigh the risk of not being vaccinated. Our children deserve the chance to live a healthy life as much as possible. If there are things that parents can do to protect their children, then those things must be done. Immunizations are a must, and since children have no voice when it comes to health care, then we as parents, or hope to be parents one day, should do everything in our power to do what is best for our children. Since we, as adults, are looked to as wise, then be wise and immunize your